Hello everyone and welcome to part 5 of my 6-part series relating to teaching English online with Italki. This series is specifically aimed at those of you that may be new teachers, maybe you're thinking about becoming a digital nomad or working remotely, working online, travelling full-time and earning money as you do so, which is what I do. So firstly, I would recommend checking out the playlist up above. You can check that out in the card and also the link is in the description below and you can check out all the other videos that I've done on teaching English online. Additionally, I would suggest subscribing, therefore you can capture any future videos I do on this subject. Today we're going to talk about advanced students. Let's get going. So when I started on Italki, I believed that beginner students would be more difficult in terms of continuing a lesson and getting things done, largely because of their language level, and it's difficult for them to maintain a conversation, their vocabulary level isn't high and they have difficulties with grammar. However, you know what? Beginner students for me are at the easier end of the spectrum because you do spend a lot of time correcting errors that they make, focusing on particular aspects of grammar rather than actually focusing on complicated, detailed conversation, which is something that you will do with advanced students. And you can really go into a lot more detail with advanced students. So what the hell do you do with an advanced student? Because sometimes you may feel like their level is better than yours in some ways, or better than many of your friends in your home country. And in a lot of cases, that is the case. Their vocabulary level will be exceptional, particularly if you're focusing on something like business English, or they are skilled, they have expertise in a certain area. Their vocabulary level will be amazing. Additionally, their grammar may also be great. So sometimes it can feel like that, you know, what do I talk about with this person? Because there's nothing we can talk about. There's nothing I can do as a teacher to progress them any further. But the thing you have to realise about advanced students is that it's not so much about them learning new things. Yeah, that is the case. It can be in terms of broadening their vocabulary, for example, focusing on phrasal verbs, idioms, certain constructions that a native speaker would use, that kind of thing. However, it's more about them maintaining their level for me. So, as I said in the previous video about planning lessons, sometimes with an advanced student, you won't necessarily have to do as much planning because a lot of the conversation that you have in that lesson will be very natural and it will be them leading the conversation a lot more than you leading the conversation. So, you know, once you get your head around that fact that actually you need to approach advanced students in a different way to beginner students, it becomes a lot easier, and it becomes a lot easier on you in terms of your worry and stress levels about what the hell I can talk about. Apologies for the use of the word hell, by the way. One of the things I do in terms of more advanced students as well is focusing on different kinds of conversation topics. So I mentioned in the previous video about my ultimate conversation document, which is a large PDF document that I use full of different conversation topics. So when it comes to an advanced student, I will focus on more broader, complicated topics such as controversial issues, such as sex education in schools, should children or young adults go to military service in certain countries, things like that. Also philosophical topics like things like religion, life after death, reincarnation, and also things about our behaviours and qualities as a human. Those subjects are fantastic for expressing opinions, arguing, debating, agreeing and disagreeing, that kind of thing. You know, those kind of expressions about, you know, when you are expressing an opinion really take someone's English to the next level, rather than just saying, you know, I think this. You can then explain why you think this, and you can disagree with someone. You can say certain terms to say, I know what you mean, but, or I get your thinking, but. You get where I'm going with this, yeah? You can really advance them in terms of a different aspect of their English. And then you can also really focus on fluency by allowing them to use all these different constructions and different ways of saying things. So in conclusion, when it comes to advanced students, don't be scared. I know it may feel slightly daunting when, you know, you have someone approach you for a lesson that may be highly skilled in a certain area. They may be highly educated, more so than people that you know in your native country, and they may speak better. Speak better? That's awful English. They may speak at a higher standard than, you know, you're used to, and they may use vocabulary that you don't use on a daily basis. But in actual fact, I really enjoy lessons with advanced students because some of the topics that you discuss are so advanced and so out there and really make you think, and they're thought-provoking. And that's exactly what the student is looking for you to be able to give your view and encourage them to give their view on a really complicated, advanced topic. So that's advanced students. I hope that has helped you in your quest to teach more advanced students. Next up, we're going to look at problems you may face when it comes to teaching, which I could probably write a book about. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave some comments down below about your experience with advanced students. What is your experience, and can you recommend anything if you are an experienced teacher on Italki? That would be great. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.